Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. God bless you all for watching my videos and welcome back. So today I am filming a video on my reading list for 2021. I mean, the year is slowly coming to an end. Very soon will be very soon will be 2021. Today is the 6th of December as I'm filming this video. I'm probably going to post this somewhere around the 29th, 30th, somewhere near the end of the month, probably. Maybe before, I don't know. But yeah, so this video is going to be about my reading list for the year 2021. So let us get started. But yeah, this is not really good. I was going to say this is not a full reading list, but for now, these are the books that I'm looking forward to reading next year. These are the books that I'm probably going to buy next year to read, but then new books will come up, I'm sure. People may recommend books to me to buy. I may see other books when I go to the bookshop that I may want to buy. So this is not the full list, but this list that I have here are definitely books that I'm hoping to read in 2021 by the grace of God. So yeah, so coming 31st of December 2021, I want to be able to take them all off my reading list and hopefully I would have read them. So yeah, let's get into the video. The first on my 2021 reading list is Desiring God by John Piper. So I love John Piper. I love his sermons. I love listening to his podcast. So there's a podcast that he does called Ask Pastor John, where people where people send in questions, any question really, and he answers them according to the word of God. And I really love listening to the podcast. You can actually check it out. There's an app called Ask Pastor John, and the podcast is also on YouTube, so you can check it out. But yeah, Desiring God is a book that I am really looking forward to reading next year. I have listened to the audiobook, and I'm not really a big audiobook fan, so I didn't really feel it when I was listening to it, and I couldn't really engage with it well. So I was like, I need to get a book, and I haven't really gotten around to get it, but it's on my reading list. It's actually on top of the list for next year. So Desiring God is one book I will be getting to read next year, and if you've read it, let me know what you thought about it. I've heard really good reviews about it, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Like I said, I've listened to the audiobook, but I didn't really enjoy it, so I know that having the hard copy will help. So yeah, that's number one on my reading list for next year. And the second book on my list is Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus by Nabil Qureshi. So this book, Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus, it's quite old. I think it's been out for a while now. Just like Desiring God. Desiring God is quite old. But yeah, this book as well is quite old. Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus. And I have a friend, one of my sisters, who has read this book like 5 times, I think. And she's always been telling me to get a copy, and I kept saying I will, and I haven't gotten it. But I'm gonna get it and read it next year, God willing. And this book is an interesting book. Even though I haven't read it, I have read a lot of good reviews about it. My friend who's read the book has said a lot of good reviews about it to me, so I know that it's a good book, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus by Nabil Qureshi. Again, if you've read it, let me know what you thought about it. And then the third book of my list is My Utmost for His Highest. Yeah, My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers. I know this book is really old, but I'm going to read it. I don't know if I had a copy before, because I've come across this book before, like some years ago, but I don't remember reading it. So I'm going to get it and read it. I put it on my list because I know that it's been a book that I've been wanting to read for a while now. And like I mentioned, I feel like I've had a copy before, but I just can't remember. So I'm going to get a copy and read it. And I know, because the book is quite old, I know that I'm gonna be able to afford it. I think it's not going to be that expensive. And one thing about me as well, I don't mind buying secondhand books. I buy secondhand books quite often because I don't know, I just don't think that it's the price of books should prevent me from reading them. If I can't afford a brand new copy, I will happily get a secondhand copy and read it. I don't mind. So my utmost for his highest is a book that I'm going to be reading as well for next year. So yeah, if you've read it, let me know what you think about it. And then the next one on my list is called Taking Up Space by Chelsea Kwache and Ore Ogumbi. I hope I said the name right. So Taking Up Space. So this book, I saw a review of it on YouTube by this YouTuber called V. So she did a review on it, and I was like, oh, this book sounds interesting. So the book is written by two young women who went to Cambridge. I think they studied at Cambridge, either Cambridge or Oxford. I'm sure. No, I think it's Oxford. Yeah, they studied at Oxford, and the book is basically talking about their experience at the university. And they're two black young women. So I know the book is going to be quite interesting, hearing their experiences at the uni. And Taking Up Space, the title kind of basically sells the book well. So I'm looking forward to reading that book as well. If you've read it, yeah, let me know what you think about it. And then the next one on my list is The Spider King's Daughter. So in my Welcome to Lagos book review, I mentioned that Chibunu Onuzo, sorry if I haven't said the name right, but this author who wrote Welcome to Lagos book has another book called The Spider King's Daughter, and I want to read that book as well. So it's on my list for next year. So I will be getting that hopefully somewhere next year. Yeah. And then the next one on my list is not a book, it's an author. So I want to read more from this author. So AIDOO is a Ghanaian author that I love the way she writes. So I have a book by her called Changes, which is quite an old book. I think a lot of people in Ghana have probably read Changes. I loved Changes. When I read it, I was like, wow, this book, it was just good. If you've never heard of Changes, or if you've never heard of AIDOO, you can check her out on Google. Waterstones have her books are on Amazon. This book that I'm talking about, Changes, I bought my copy from Ghana a couple of years ago when I was in Ghana, and I really enjoyed reading the book. So I'm going to get a couple more books that she has written to read next year. I'm not sure yet which book I'm going to get. I've had a look at a couple that are quite interesting, but she has a collection of stories as well. So yeah, I'm just going to take my time and decide which one I want to get and read from her. So yeah, she's an author that I'm looking forward to reading more books from next year. And that's basically it. So like I mentioned, it's not an extensive list, but I also know that as the year goes on, I will go to the bookshop, God willing, and I will see books that I are interested in, and I will probably get it, or people might recommend books to me. So even though there's only like 5 or 6 books on here, I know that I will come across a lot more that I may probably buy. So I will end up reading more, and I'm going to try and do more reviews in the new year. Hopefully, we'll see how things go. But yeah, this is my reading list for 2021. You can share yours with me in the comments below, and let me know what you think about these books. and whether you've read any of them and what are your thoughts on them as well. I'm hoping that we will all have a really good 2021. I know that 2020 has been some way, but through it all, God has been faithful, and I'm hoping that 2021 will be another beautiful and wonderful year for all of us, God willing. And I'm wishing you all a very happy new year, because I know that by the time I would post this video, we'll be really close to 2021. So happy new year to you all. Whatever it is that you're hoping for in the new year, it is my prayer that God will grant it to you. And I pray that in this new year you will encounter God in a special way, because when you have God, you have everything. Yes. Thank you for watching my video. God bless you all.